Picture this, the bright, cheerful set of the Kelly Clarkson Show, where the audience is buzzing with excitement, the cameras are rolling, and the vibe is pure, feel-good energy until it isn't. The episode starts like any other, with Kelly Clarkson, America's sweetheart, her infectious laugh echoing through the studio as she welcomes her guest, none other than Khloé copyright Kardashian, reality TV royalty and a household name for over a decade. The crowd erupts in applause as Khloé copyright strides out, her signature confidence on full display, dressed in a chic, tailored jumpsuit that screams good American style. The two women hug, exchange pleasantries, and settle into their plush chairs, ready to dive into what's supposed to be a light-hearted chat about Khloé copyright's latest venture. Her podcast Khloé Copyright in Wonderland, her fashion empire, and maybe a sprinkle of Kardashian family gossip. Kelly, ever the relatable host, cracks a joke about keeping up with the Kardashians, and the audience chuckles, but something feels off. Khloé copyright's smile is tight, her posture stiff, like she's holding back a storm. The conversation starts innocently enough, with Kelly asking about Khloé copyright's recent Instagram post where she preached about finding peace and self-love, a nod to her reflective side after years of public scrutiny. Khloé copyright nods along, her answers polished but clipped, as if she's reading from a script in her head. Then, Kelly, with her knack for digging deeper, pivots to a more personal question, as something about navigating life in the spotlight. Maybe a subtle probe into Khloé copyright's roller coaster relationship with Tristan Thompson. The air shifts, Khloé copyright's eyes narrow, her fingers grip the armrest a little too tightly, and the audience senses it. Something's brewing. Kelly, perhaps unaware of the landmine she's stepped on, presses further, her tone warm but curious, asking how Khloé copyright handles the constant media frenzy around her personal life. That's when it happens. A flicker of raw emotion crosses Khloé copyright's face, a mix of frustration and vulnerability. She snaps, her voice sharp, "You know, Kelly, it's exhausting having every part of my life dissected like I'm not a human being." The studio falls quiet, the audience caught off guard by the sudden intensity. Kelly, ever the professional, tries to steer the conversation back to safer waters, but Khloé copyright's not having it. She launches into a tirade about the relentless pressure of fame, the tabloids that twist her every move, and the betrayal she's faced from people she trusted. Her voice cracks, her hands gesture wildly, and the audience is frozen, hanging on every word. This isn't the poised Khloé copyright they're used to. This is a woman unraveling, laying bare the toll of living under a microscope. The cameras keep rolling, capturing every second of what feels like a reality TV moment on a talk show stage. Whispers ripple through the crowd. Some empathize with her pain, others are shocked by the outburst. Social media is already lighting up, with fans on X posting clips of the moment, speculating about what triggered this meltdown. Was it a planned stunt for attention, or was Khloé copyright genuinely pushed to her breaking point? The producers, sensing the chaos, signal for a commercial break, but Khloé copyright's not done. She stands abruptly, her chair scraping against the floor, and declares, "I can't do this right now," before storming off the set, leaving Kelly wide-eyed and the studio in stunned silence. The crew scrambles, unsure whether to cut to black or keep the cameras on Kelly, who's left alone, trying to process what just happened. She manages a weak smile, says something about needing a moment, and the show cuts to a pre-recorded segment. Backstage, sources later claim Khloé copyright was in tears, overwhelmed by the weight of the moment, while her team rushed to her side, trying to calm her down. The internet explodes with theories. Some say it was a publicity stunt to promote her podcast, others believe it was a genuine cry for help from a woman tired of being judged. Whatever the truth, this moment is destined to be dissected for weeks, with every gossip outlet from TMZ to the Daily Mail running wild with headlines. Fans on Reddit are already debating whether Khloé copyright was justified or if she overreacted, while Kelly's supporters praise her for staying composed under pressure. The incident sparks a broader conversation about celebrity culture, mental health, and the fine line between entertainment and exploitation. As the dust settles, one thing is clear: this wasn't just a talk show segment gone wrong, it was a raw, unfiltered glimpse into the chaos of fame, and it's going to be talked about for a long, long time. Let's rewind and unpack how we got here, because this moment didn't come out of nowhere. Khloé copyright Kardashian has been a public figure for nearly 2 decades, ever since Keeping Up with the Kardashians turned her family into global icons. She's no stranger to drama, whether it's her tumultuous relationship with Lamar Odom, the endless cheating scandals with Tristan Thompson, or the constant body shaming she's endured from trolls and tabloids alike. Through it all, Khloé copyright has cultivated an image as the relatable Kardashian, the one who speaks her mind, calls out haters, and shares her struggles with vulnerability. But that vulnerability comes at a cost. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every personal milestone has been fodder for the media, dissected on X, Instagram, and every gossip blog from here to Timbuktu. Her recent podcast, Khloé Copyright in Wonderland, was supposed to be a fresh start, a platform where she could control the narrative, talk about her life on her terms, and maybe even heal from the scars of public scrutiny. But the premiere episode, featuring Scott Disick, was slammed by fans for being surface level and ignoring pressing issues like the Los Angeles wildfires, which left some calling her out of touch. That criticism, paired with the relentless pressure to perform as a Kardashian, might have been the kindling for this on-air explosion. Meanwhile, Kelly Clarkson, the queen of daytime TV, has her own history of navigating personal storms in the public eye. From her American Idol days to her divorce from Brandon Blackstock, Kelly's built a brand on authenticity, using her platform to connect with fans through raw, heartfelt conversations. Her show is a safe space for celebrities to open up, but it's also a place where tough questions get asked, often catching guests off guard. Kelly's recent absences from her show due to a personal matter and vocal strain have only added fuel to the speculation about her own emotional state. Was she in the right headspace to handle a guest like Khloé Copyright, who's known for being both fiercely private and fiercely outspoken? The clash of these two powerhouse women, both carrying their own baggage, set the stage for a perfect storm. Back on set, as Khloé Copyright's outburst unfolds, you can see the tension in her body language, her shoulders hunched, her voice trembling with a mix of anger and hurt. She's not just mad at Kelly's question, she's mad at the world that's been poking at her wounds for years. The audience, initially excited for a fun interview, is now witnessing a raw, unscripted moment that feels more like a therapy session gone wrong. Kelly, to her credit, tries to de-escalate, offering a sympathetic nod and a gentle, "I hear you, girl," but it's too late. Khloé Copyright's already spiraling, her words a torrent of pent-up frustration about the media, the paparazzi, and the fans who love her one day and tear her down the next. The studio's silence is deafening, a stark contrast to the usual cheers and applause. Some audience members shift uncomfortably in their seats, others whip out their phones to capture the moment, knowing it's going viral before the show even ends. Backstage, the producers are in crisis mode, debating whether to cut the segment entirely or let it air for the ratings. Khloé Copyright's exit is swift, her heels clicking down the hallway as she disappears into her dressing room, leaving her team to deal with the fallout. Kelly, left alone on stage, does her best to pivot, cracking a self-deprecating joke about how she's not great at reading the room today. The audience laughs nervously, but the mood is uneasy. Social media is already ablaze, with hashtags like #Meltdown and #Kelly Clarkson Show trending within minutes. Fans on X are divided. Some call Khloé Copyright a diva who overreacted, others defend her, saying she's human and deserves to snap after years of public pressure. The incident raises questions about the ethics of talk shows. Are they platforms for genuine connection, or are they just another stage for exploiting celebrities' pain? As the clip circulates, pundits weigh in, with some praising Khloé Copyright for her honesty and others criticizing her for not keeping it together. For Kelly, this is a rare misstep in an otherwise stellar hosting career, but it's one that'll linger in the headlines. The moment is a reminder that even the most polished celebrities are human, and sometimes, The weight of fame is just too much to bear. Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because this incident isn't just about Khloé tilde copyright and Kelly. It's a snapshot of the relentless machine that is celebrity culture. The Kardashians have built an empire on oversharing, turning their lives into a 24/7 reality show that's equal parts fascinating and exhausting. Khloé tilde copyright, more than her sisters, has often been the lightning rod for criticism, whether it's her appearance, her relationships, or her business ventures. Her podcast, meant to be a space for juicy conversations, was banned for lacking substance, with fans on Reddit calling it tone-deaf for not addressing real-world issues like the LA fires. That backlash, combined with the ongoing drama of her personal life via Tristan's infidelity, co-parenting struggles, and the constant Photoshop accusations, has left Khloé tilde copyright walking a tightrope. She's expected to be vulnerable but not too vulnerable, strong but not too aggressive, relatable but still glamorous. It's a losing game, and her meltdown on Kelly's show feels like the moment the tightrope snapped. On the flip side, Kelly Clarkson's show is built on authenticity, but it's not immune to the pressures of daytime TV. With an average of 1.2 million viewers daily, The Kelly Clarkson Show is a ratings juggernaut, but it's also a high-stakes production that demands constant energy from its host. Kelly's recent absences, attributed to a personal matter and vocal strain, have sparked their own rumors, with some speculating she's burned out from the grind of daily TV. Her decision to postpone her Las Vegas residency opening in July 2025, citing vocal health, only fueled the narrative that she's struggling to juggle her empire. Yet, Kelly's charm is her ability to connect with guests and audiences alike, often coaxing out stories that others can't. Her question to Khloé tilde copyright day, likely meant to spark a heartfelt moment, backfired spectacularly, exposing the fine line between empathy and intrusion. The aftermath of the meltdown is a media frenzy, with outlets like People and TMZ digging for insider scoops. Sources close to Khloé tilde copyright claim she felt ambushed by Kelly's line of questioning, while others say she was already on edge from the podcast backlash. Kelly's team, meanwhile, insists she meant no harm, pointing to her track record of sensitive interviews. The audience's reaction is mixed, as some feel Khloé tilde copyright was disrespectful to walk off. Others see her as a woman pushed to her limit. On X, fans post memes of the moment, with one viral clip zooming in on Kelly's shocked expression as Khloé tilde copyright storms off. The incident also reignites debates about the Kardashians' cultural impact. Are they trailblazers who redefined fame, or are they overexposed relics of a bygone era? Critics argue that Khloé tilde copyright's outburst is a symptom of a family that's built a brand on drama but can't handle the fallout. Supporters, however, see it as a brave moment of authenticity in a world that demands perfection. The studio's silence during the meltdown becomes a metaphor for the pause we all feel when a celebrity's mask slips, revealing the human underneath. For Khloé tilde copyright, this could be a turning point, either a chance to redefine her narrative or a stumble that fuels more tabloid fodder. For Kelly, it's a reminder that even the most skilled hosts can't predict how a guest will react. The clip of Khloé tilde copyright's exit is replayed endlessly, each frame analyzed for clues about her state of mind. Was she crying? Was she angry? Was it all for show? The truth, as always, lies somewhere in the gray. But the spectacle is what keeps us watching. This moment, frozen in time, is a collision of two women navigating fame, pressure, and the unrelenting gaze of the public eye. So, where do we go from here? The fallout from Khloé tilde copyright's storm off is still unfolding, but one thing's certain, it's a cultural moment that won't be forgotten anytime soon. In the days following the episode, Khloé tilde copyright takes to Instagram, posting a cryptic quote about choosing peace over chaos, which fans interpret as a subtle jab at the incident. She doesn't address the meltdown directly, but her silence speaks volumes, leaving room for speculation to run wild. Some sources claim she's mortified by her outburst, while others say she's doubling down, refusing to apologize for speaking her truth. Her podcast, already struggling to find its footing, faces renewed scrutiny, with critics questioning whether Khloé tilde copyright can handle the vulnerability she promised to deliver. Meanwhile, Kelly Clarkson, ever the pro, addresses the incident on her next episode with a heartfelt monologue, acknowledging the intensity of the moment without throwing Khloé copyright under the bus. "Sometimes, conversations get real, and that's okay," she says, her voice steady but empathetic. "We're all human, and I'm here to keep it real with you." The audience cheers, and Kelly moves on, but the incident lingers in the air. Behind the scenes, her team is reportedly frustrated, with some staffers calling Khloé copyright unprofessional for walking off, while others sympathize with her emotional state. The media, of course, eats it up, with headlines screaming about Khloé copyright's epic meltdown and Kelly's show in crisis. The Daily Mail runs a story claiming Khloé copyright's outburst was fueled by personal struggles, including tension with her family over business ventures. TMZ reports that Kelly's producers are split on whether to invite Khloé copyright back, with some seeing it as a ratings goldmine and others worried about more drama. On X, the conversation is relentless, with fans creating polls asking, "Team Khloé copyright or Team Kelly?" The divide is stark as some see Khloé copyright as a victim of a toxic industry. Others view her as a spoiled celebrity who couldn't handle a tough question. The incident also sparks a broader discussion about mental health in the spotlight, with advocates praising Khloé copyright for showing vulnerability, even if it was messy. For the Kardashians, this is just another chapter in their saga of fame, but for Khloé copyright, it feels personal. She spent years building a brand on resilience,